I envisioned coming up with a pizza place where you use more quality ingredients, put more on it, and charge more, and just have a select customer base.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. So I had to come up with a name. So I came up with the name Godfather's Pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the founder of Godfather. So that's when the movie came out.
Right, I was gonna say. So that's how you came up with the name Godfather.
Yeah, the movie came out, and so I said called Godfathers, and in the movie nobody took the name. Yeah, in the early '80s, I sold it.
Okay.
And I sold it to some people that brought in Pizza Hut management. And
did Joe come back?
Yeah. But anyway, they offered good money, and I said, okay, I can spend some time in Colorado skiing. So and I retained at the time 10% because they were talking about taking it public. They couldn't believe the volume we did, which is probably 4 or 5 times what a Pizza Hut did.
Right.
They were really impressed with that.
Right.
And so they bought it, and they almost ran it in the ground.
Welcome back to Interrupt KC, the Kansas City podcast. I'm your man, D-Rod. This is my boy, JL, man. What's up, JL?
Man, it's going well, man. Very, very nice day in Kansas City. I cannot believe it. Feels like a good spring day, which is incredible, man.
I think it touched like 70 or something, they said, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it got hot. I started off the day with a jacket and a sweater, and by the end of the day, I was like, T-shirt. That's not going to work, man.
Second week of February, man.
Yeah.
Second week.
As always, D-Rod, we need to tell our guests, click the subscribe button. Click it. It's right there.
Right there. It's
follow
easy.
us, man. 2 Kansas City kids out here talking to Kansas City people about the city, man.
Yeah,
what we got
man.
going on. Incredible. First part of the year, D-Rod. We got a lot lined up for people. How about those taco reviews, man? Check us out on taco reviews because you know we're out here having fun with that. So yeah, man, a lot going on.
Yeah, man, and I want to give a shout out. If anybody have not seen our last episode, man, La Fonda, man, go down there and check it out, man. Incredible
Maria,
conversation
Sandy.
about Maria and Sandy, the way they came up. I mean, if you don't know, now you know, man. Go check it out. And like I always like to follow with JL, man. If you see something you like here, share it with people, man. Tell people about the episode. Comment. Share the love, man. That's what we're here for, man.
Yes,
we're
sir.
sharing the love with everybody here in our city, man.
Yes, sir, man. We're going to interrupt our guest, D-Rob. But before we do that,
Yo.
Do you know what today is?
Today is Monday.
Today's Monday, February 9th.
9, yeah.
It is actually National Pizza Day. Did you know that?
Today is?
Today is National Pizza Day.
Is that right?
And so I thought, man, what an incredible day. What an incredible coincidence we have here today because it's time to interrupt our guest, D-Rod.
Wow.
And by interrupt, you already know we mean introduce our guest. National Pizza Day. Minsky's founder's own Mr. Gregg Johnson, man. How are we doing, Mr. Gregg Johnson?
Doing well.
Doing well? Did you know it was National Pizza Day?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah. We're celebrating today.
Right.
Doing specials in the restaurants.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
What's the special today?
You know,
He's
$3
like,
off.
Put me on spot. Hey,
No,
man,
no.
come get some pizza, man.
Yeah.
Minsky's. It's always
There we
National
go.
Pizza Day at Minsky's,
Hey,
man.
man, I wonder, man, you know what? And that's what it used to be for me anyway. Every Friday, man, was pizza day with me and my kids when they were younger. And guess where we'd go?
Minsky's.
Right hand to God, man. I live in Liberty.
Oh, okay.
So that's my location.
Location up there.
Yep, right there, man.
The north one. Well, listen, Greg, man, thank you for joining us on Interrupt KC. We know you're a busy man. We heard whispers, rumors that you are preparing to celebrate 50 years in business. Is that true?
50 years in Kansas City.
50 years in Kansas City, but
Yes.
still, like 50 years is incredible, right?
Right. And
Incredible.
we're here where it started.
That's
in
right.
Kansas City.
This
That's
location.
Maine. Yes.
Wow. And we're actually sitting in, just so people are like, that doesn't look like a Minsky's. This is Etc., your other restaurant.
Breakfast
right?
restaurant.
Breakfast
That's
restaurant, yeah. So maybe we'll talk about that. But, Greg, what we like to do is we like to just rewind the clock back a little bit, all right? So for those that do not know Gregg Johnson, right? Let's talk about, where did you grow up? Where are you from? Things like that.
Well, I'm kind of from all over.
Yeah.
And my dad was in the military, so
okay, military.
moved
baby.
around. Was born in Nevada
Okay.
and spent time in California. A lot of time in Iowa. My family's originally from Iowa.
Is Iowa where you spent the most time as a child?
Yes.
Yeah. What part of Iowa?
Central part.
Okay.
A little town called Carroll, Iowa.
Carroll, Iowa.
Yes.
Wow,
Carroll.
wow, wow.
Yeah.
I think I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah. Does 80 fly through there?
Does what?
I-80, the highway?
No, it's north there. It's actually 71 highway.
Oh, okay.
Goes right through the middle town, 71 and 30.
Oh, okay. So small town kid, is that fair to say?
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
small town kid. Okay. Did you have a lot of brothers and sisters? You grew up with your mom and dad, or what?
No, I just had. I have a sister, then a baby brother,
Oh, okay.
and in fact, I really didn't know him because when I graduated and left the house, he was just born. So
Yeah. I
He
hear
was
you.
a baby,
so he's
baby
the
brother.
baby brother. Yes.
Yeah.
I hear that. You at some point, man, did you go to college after you graduated high school, or what'd that look like after
Yeah, I
getting
went
out of the
to-
house?
it's a long story. I ended up at San Diego State.
Oh, okay.
I went to school there, then spent some time in the military, and then
Which branch? Army, Navy?
Well, actually, I was in the Navy. I was a corpsman, but I was stationed with the Marines
Oh, okay.
in Vietnam because the Marines don't have medical people, so they borrow from the Navy.
Yeah.
So I went to 2 boot camps.
Oh, wow.
How'd that treat you?
Oh, it was rough.
You after the second one, you were like, "Yeah, I've done this before."
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
It was tough. but-
Yeah. So you spent some time in San Diego, you said?
Yes.
Okay, man. I mean, the weather down there, the food
it's-
down there.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'd probably still be there if, but I couldn't find after I got out of the military. Couldn't find a job, so
Oh, really?
I had to leave San Diego. Yes.
Really. How long were you in the military?
I was 2.5 years.
Okay. So
Yeah, they got a medical discharge.
right. And you had to get a job, man. So what was your first job? Your first grown-up job, if you will?
Yeah, my first one was being a paper boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mowing lawns.
Yeah.
Did everything to make money.
Right.
Yeah.
But what
So
about after the military?
Well, after the military, I couldn't find a job.
Mm-hmm.
I had a roommate, so he was from Alaska, and we were down to our last $300, and we had a lot of people with money moving to San Diego, and they were working for nothing. So
Yeah.
we couldn't find a job. So he said, "Well, we can go up to Alaska." and
Wow.
work. So we jumped in the car and
Crab boat, or what'd you do up there, man?
I worked for a company called oil company called Schlumberger,
Oh, wow.
and they gave me a fancy title as assistant geologist.
Yeah.
But actually, all I did is repaired equipment.
Yeah.
And
How
so
long did you do that for?
I did about 2 years, and then I just had. That's before satellites.
Yeah.
We watched football games. Everything was brought up by tape from Seattle. So
Right.
we already knew the scores, the college games, the pro games.
Right.
But it was an interesting deal. A lot of interesting people up there.
Yeah.
In Alaska, the sun don't
Man.
go down for a certain
During the
period.
winter, when it's real cold,
Yeah.
and during the summer, the sun doesn't go up.
Oh,
Man.
wow.
I mean, the sun doesn't go down during the
Yeah.
summer. Yeah.
So you're like, it's cold up here and it's daylight, so we don't go to sleep. So we're
Yeah,
cold all
I know.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But I left with I stayed with my friends' family, and they were just great people from Oklahoma originally.
Oh, okay.
Real entrepreneurs themselves.
Right.
The guy he had his own transport company, and then the mother had a Mexican restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, Tex-Mex food.
In Oklahoma?
No,
No,
in
in
Alaska.
In Alaska, and did very, very well. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Not a lot of Mexicans up there, I'm assuming.
No, there wasn't at the time.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Wow. So, man, were you actually on an oil rig?
We'd fly up the rigs and go on, spend most of the time in Anchorage.
Oh, okay.
Repairing equipment, and then on my off time too, I'd help I called him Uncle because they had the same last name as I did.
Sure.
He said, "Just call me Uncle Bert." And I'd
He
help.
must have been Mexican because that's what we do.
But I'd spend my off time. It was agreed upon to stay at their house free, but I helped haul food up to the villages or equipment up to the North Slope on my off days.
Wow.
And,
That's some pretty strenuous work when you're up there on that oil rig deal.
It was all right. Actually, working for my uncle hauling food and stuff was more. I lifted a lot more. Yes.
Yeah.
I bet.
So you're up there for a couple years. You said about a little over 2 years, maybe
Right.
you're up there. So I mean, let's talk about how you ended up in Kansas City. I mean, is there a nice story to get you to Kansas City?
It's just a long story. The reason I left Alaska is my grandmother got sick, and my grandfather, he was from Carroll, Iowa, and he says, "Hey, why don't you come back? Grandma's not doing very well, and she'd like to have you close." And she had great memories with me. So
Right.
he said, "If you come back, go back to school. I'll pay for it. You can be close to Grandma." So I decided to come. I said, "Well, I'll go to Omaha and go to Creighton University."
Yeah.
Which I did. I went there to Creighton and with a couple people,
Right.
roommate stuff, and it wasn't working out. I didn't care. I didn't get along with my roommates.
Sure.
Issues and everything else, and I couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yeah.
And
Was it tough?
go back to San Diego.
Yeah, I was gonna say it must have been tough because I'm assuming, Greg, that your friends in college at that time hadn't really gone out and experienced a little life like you had already.
Not already, yeah.
Yeah, so there's probably some friction there. You're like, man,
That are just a lot of great stories.
Yeah.
a lot.
I'll bet. Yeah, that's cool, man. So keep going. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Okay, so I was there then, and going to school, plotting when I'm going to leave, and then my grandmother died.
Man.
And so I told my grandfather, "I'm going back to California," and he says, "You're on your own." I said, "Okay."
One of those grandpas.
Yeah,
That's
he's
old
tough.
school, right? That's old school.
Oh yeah, a great guy though.
Yeah.
Self-made farmer, entrepreneur.
Sure.
So I decided I'm going to leave, but I didn't have any money.
Yeah.
So I said, "Well, I got to get a job, get some money,
Right.
get away from these people I'm living with." So I met a guy one night. He'd been going to school with me at Creighton, and he dropped out.
Oh, okay.
And he'd gone to work for Pizza Hut. And he says, "Well, why don't you come to work for them?" I says, "I don't want to be in the restaurant business and everything else." And he says, "Well, let me show you my check." And I show him a check, and I says, "Oh, that's kind of interesting. What's that for a month?" And he said, "That's 2 weeks."
Oh, wow.
I said, "You got to be kidding me." And he said, "No." And he said, "I don't want to be in the restaurant business, but I want to get out of here."
Right.
So he said, "You want to come to work there?" And he says, "Yeah, why not?" So
And this is in Iowa.
this is in
Alaska.
Omaha.
Oh, Omaha.
Omaha. So
yes.
okay, because Creighton's in Nebraska,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's right.
What
Omaha.
was he doing for the Pizza Hut at that time?
He was in management.
Oh, okay.
And so he lined me up with a job.
Yeah.
I mean, he lined me up for an interview. I go in for an interview on a Saturday at 2, and I was in a uniform working at 3.
Oh,
Wow.
So I got hired and started that day.
Yeah.
The good old days, Greg.
Yeah. Well,
hired.
and I hated it. I didn't like it at all.
What year is this, Greg? If you don't mind me asking about
72.
72.
71, 72.
Okay.
So I went to work for them, and then it was tough. I didn't like it, but I just wanted to get the money to get out of Omaha.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they had me there. Then they always talked about this Italian guy running one of the Pizza Huts. He was ornery, crazy Italian ex-cop that gave everybody a lot of crap.
Yeah.
And he says, they said, "Well, we're going to get rid. We want you to go over and work for him for a while. We're going to get rid of him. I said, there's no way.
Yeah.
I'm not. I've heard stories about this guy.
They're looking for trouble, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to work for this guy. And he says, we're going to pay you extra money to do it. And I says, okay, give me. I'll get back to California. I'll get to California sooner. So they put me over there working with this guy, and he was just a wild, crazy guy.
Right.
And so I went to work for him, and he gave everybody crap and trouble. Everybody, customers, employees, everything. So after about the 4th day working, he says, "Hey, let's sit down and talk a little bit." So I sat down with him. He says, you don't like this, do you? And I says, well, no. And I told him to kind of do it. And he says, well, why don't you loosen up a little bit, kind of watch me, and try to have fun. This is what it's all about. Have fun.
So yeah.
And if you don't like it after that, get out.
He's trying to change your mind about it.
Yeah, or just that. So I started working with him and joking around him, and he did wild and crazy things.
Were you making pizzas, or what were you doing? I mean,
I started off. I mean, back then you did everything.
Right.
You know, you did the book, you did everything. Order food, train, make the food.
Do you remember this guy's name?
Yeah, Joe Mandolfo. I'll never forget.
Mandolfo. Wow.
So anyway, I did that, and I started having fun. And it kind of bothered me. Because it's, I said, I went to school and did all this stuff, and now I'm working in a pizza place. But, but anyway, we started having fun and going along. But he taught me a lot. He's I could probably say my second mentor after my grandfather.
Wow.
And eventually, they figured out how to get rid of him. They were afraid of him because he was a cop.
Right.
So they got rid of him by giving him a franchise in a small suburb outside of Omaha.
Yeah.
That's how they got rid of him.
I wonder where he was from.
He was back from New York originally. Yeah.
So they were like, we need to get rid of this guy. Give him a store.
Yeah, the New York attitude and everything else.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's how they got rid of him. They made me the manager. But one thing with Joe was he always was his restaurant was always in the top 10. Sales, food costs, labor costs, and everything else increased sales every year.
What do you think made him different?
His attitude.
Yeah.
Personality, it sounds like, man.
Yeah, he's just a go-getter. He enjoyed it.
Right.
And he got me to enjoy it.
Right.
I'm sure you made it fun.
But I'll tell you how successful was. They laughed. And he said he'll fail within 6 months. Going to this small town.
Oh, wow.
One time he probably had 100 Pizza Huts and 20 or 30 bag and go grocery stores. Yeah, he did very well.
Oh gosh, I'd say 100 Pizza Huts.
Yeah,
pretty nice.
Whatever happened to him?
I don't. I think he's still around. He's retired.
Wow.
Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't keep up with him. I ran across him in the airport one time, and he says, "I guess I'm still doing well."
Well,
but after that, so I took over, and I did very, very well. I kept that store in the top 10. Worked a lot of hours because they had a program back then at Pizza Hut where you got a percentage of the sales, and out of that you paid your labor and your food costs. So the more you worked, and the more you controlled things, the more money you could make.
Right.
And
you like money, we could tell.
Oh yeah, I loved it. And then I started meeting new people in Omaha, and I says, I don't need to go back to California.
Yeah.
Omaha's a cool place to live.
Yeah.
Met new people, new roommates, and started having a lot of fun. Then after that, but what happened is, after that, Pizza Hut was going public.
Yeah.
And so I got a new area manager, and he came in, and he just says, hey, you're doing real well and everything else. You're doing a great job. But I got a problem with you. And I said, what's your problem? He says, well, you're making more money than I am. And I says, well, I'm working 70 hours a week. Well, I don't want you to work as hard, and I want to make more than you.
Yeah.
So I should back up. In the meantime, I had a customer who used to come in and did real estate. Him and his wife, but he's kind of a quirky guy. But he said, he always wanted a deal. Can I have 3/4 of my pizza, this, and the other fourth is for my wife? And I said, yeah, I'll sell you anything. So they used to do that, and he liked that. And he always keep bugging me. He says, I'm going to be putting this little strip center in, and I'd like to have you in there. And I says, I don't need to do that, man. I'm making good money.
Right.
You know, I don't have to worry about.
How long were you at Pizza Hut at this time?
Probably about a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things are moved pretty quick.
Yeah.
Is that where it's based out of? Is that where Pizza Hut's based out of?
Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
No, they're based out of Wichita, Kansas at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who knows where they're at now?
Yeah.
But so he kept bugging me about my own place. He says, I can get you financing and everything. I says, no, I'm happy where I'm at. He says, well, if you ever change your mind, let me know. So after the conversation with this guy saying he's going to basically, well, I'll cut your hours when I cut your pay.
Right.
So I'm taking the rest of the day off. So I go to the bar, and here the guy is, Willie, and I was talking to him. I just says, hey, is that deal still available? And he says, well, no, I'm leasing to some guy next week. Why do you ask? And I said, well, if it doesn't work out, let me know. I think I'm going to make a change. I told him the situation. He says, you really want to do that? Do it. And I says, well, yeah, if it's available.
Right.
And he said, well, if you want to, I'll make sure this other deal doesn't work. It's yours.
Hey.
Wow.
And so,
looking out for you, man.
Yeah.
well, it did.
Them quarter pizzas, 3/4 pizzas paid off, man.
Yeah, I know it did. So I said, okay. And he lined me up the finance. So I'm going to go on my own. And I had a vision for what I was going to do. The only thing that Pizza Hut is the quality wasn't that good. And you always had to run discounts and give away things and put up with a lot of complaints. And I said, I envision coming up with a pizza place where you use more quality ingredients, put more on it, and charge more, and just have a select customer base.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. So I had to come up with a name. So I came up with the name Godfather's Pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the founder of Godfather. So that's when the movie came out.
I was gonna say, so that's how you came up with the name Godfather.
Yeah, the movie came out, and so I said, I'm called Godfathers, and in the movie nobody took the name on restaurants and everything else. That was just pure luck.
Right.
And I was kind of young and dumb.
No, that's young and smart right there, man. That's not young and dumb. That's young and smart right there.
But anyway, so he did it, and I
right?
did the logo and took a couple of people with me and started Godfather. We started out as a carry-out place, and then we had the guy that lined me up. He had a bar next door, just a beer bar, like 4,000 square feet, and. So he started off, but he only had beer, so he was having a hard time. But people were taking my pizza and going next door and eating in the restaurant. Yeah. And so we cut a hole in the wall and started serving through the wall. And then he was still having a hard time, so then he suggested us that we combine the business. Yeah. And I said, well, this is pretty good. This guy's got 250,000 in his restaurant. I got 10,000 of mine. We're going to be equal partners, so this seems okay. So that's
Greg. You said you wanted to do a better pizza than Pizza Hut,
right?
And you did. I mean, I was actually telling Mike before we started. I said, man, Godfather's was my favorite pizza forever, man. I mean, when you shut the one down in Johnson Drive, or when they shut that one down, it devastated me. And every time I drive by it, I still see the Godfather sign, and I'm like, oh, just come back, please. That was amazing pizza. Just because childhood memories, right? But what would you say you learned doing that? I mean, because obviously you knew how to run a pizza business at that point. You knew how to make pizza. You knew those things, right? But what was like one of the most critical things you learned going from just running a pizza store for a big company to your own?
Well, probably the most important. You just got to move a lot and think fast.
Right.
You got to make decisions.
Yeah.
In a second.
Right
or wrong, you've got to do it.
What's the most expensive thing at that time, between your Pizza Hut pizza and your Godfather's? Like, what was the difference? Because you said you were going to charge more, you're going to put more, things like that.
Ingredients and all that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Was it just because it cost more because of the cheese and the meat and things like that?
It tastes better.
Right, tastes better. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I researched and got the best ingredients
Why did it taste so much better? Because it tastes better. Like, what would you say?
Because it's a quality product. Just like we've got it at Minsky's now.
Right.
Unfortunately, Godfather's doesn't taste the way it did when I came up with the recipes.
Right.
It's not as good. And
so
they've taken a different direction.
Sir, when you started Godfather's, was it 4 or 5 different types of pizza? Was it 10? I mean, how did you start that?
Well, we started out. We probably had spent so long. We probably had 10 ingredients.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe 12 ingredients. We had a combo.
Right.
And that was it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And everything else was just order your own ingredients.
Right.
And then we had 1 or 2 sandwiches and a salad.
Ah, okay.
I was trying to think of that logo. The logo is like the silhouette. Am I mistaken?
For the Godfather, no, I took it. Yeah, I took a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drew the logo, and with a pizza on it, and it came with the deal, an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah. But
Nice.
like that silhouette with a fedora hat or something
But
that
came later,
Okay.
after I sold.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could have done logo
With the
and
horse
then
head.
the saying get the gun, grab the cannoli, or leave the gun, grab the cannoli.
Yeah.
That would have been a heck of a slogan. That's amazing.
That's a good
man.
idea.
That's
Too late now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Godfathers, you better not take that. That's an amazing story, man. So you founded Godfathers.
Yes.
And this was 1970.
Still 70, right around 72.
72.
Yeah.
Wow, man. And you know what's amazing about it, D-Rod?
What's that?
This man is only been in the pizza business for
man.
a little over a year at the time. I'm like, that. You know what that is, D-Rod?
I know exactly what that is.
You know what that is, Greg?
It's no fear.
That's no fear.
No fear.
But that is a salute here on
Interrupt
KC.
KC, man.
Salute,
We do
man.
a salute
Salute
to
to
you,
you, man.
Yeah.
No fear, man. You
Godfather's
said
pizza,
it best. I mean, it takes a lot to do that, and not just do that, but you did it well. It was successful. So talk about that. You started it. How long did you have Godfathers?
Well, I started, maybe back up a little bit. My attitude was at the time too. It says, "Hey, I'm single. I don't.
Right.
It's just me.
Right.
I got a beat up car and everything else. If some doesn't work out, I'll go back to California." I had kind of that attitude. I believe in what I was doing, but no fear.
Right.
And
man, that's awesome, man. But it worked out.
it worked
It
out.
worked out.
Right away. We had people coming in. Hey, this is unbelievable and stuff, and we'd see business pick up.
Right.
Every day. We started. I had my Willie next door had the bar deal. After we combined, we started having people show up and want to buy a franchise or say, how do we get involved and stuff. And Willie was the sales guy.
Right.
And so we started selling franchises. We opened a second company store in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Right.
And we used to have the closest liquor license to the stadium. And it did very well for us.
Had to do great.
The Cornhuskers Stadium?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
And from there we started selling franchises.
How many franchises did you have at the
Well, we
peak?
got up to about 16
Wow.
stores, and then we ended up not getting along.
Right.
It didn't work out, and he had a lot more money than I did, so
Right.
we had an agreement, kind of like a shotgun deal.
Yeah.
Somebody buys somebody else, and he bought me out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
So
he kept it.
Pardon?
And he kept it. He
Yes.
held on to it.
he kept
for a
Godfathers.
long time. Yeah.
And I mean, my guess, Greg, at this point, you not just at some point you fell in love not just with the pizza business, but just with your own idea of running a business successfully. Obviously, right. You got what you wanted, which was the extra money to stay there in Omaha, right? So you're getting all those things, man. I mean, did you automatically transition right to Minsky's, or did that take some time, or did you even think about like, you know what, I'm going to do something completely different?
No, I was going to. Well, when we were in Omaha, I still worked. We worked a lot of hours, but like we take a short weekend off. Made my partner, and we went down. The first time we went to Kansas City.
Ah, okay.
And we stayed at the old Alameda hotel and stuff.
Yeah.
Went out the first night, met people, just had a ball. Met a lot of Kansas Cityans, and late at night, and it's okay. We're gonna go back to the hotel. No, you're not. We're going to another party. So I take it on. I started met a lot of people, and so we went down another time to Kansas City. Had a great time, and I said I could see living here. So when I sold Godfathers, my deal was I'm going to open my own deal, and I'm going to go to Kansas City.
Yeah.
And
so you love Kansas City when you?
Oh, I loved it. Loved the people.
Yeah.
Way back then. I mean, there's probably some luck in meeting the right people right off the bat.
Sure.
And having to show me around and feel comfortable.
Right.
Yeah. And so I said,
Did
you
look around at the pizza and
they're missing something here?
They're missing a little Gregg Johnson in their life down here.
Now I got before I came down here, I got sidetracked. I had a guy that worked for me, and he's going to buy a franchise up in Iowa, and so I'm putting all this through my mind. He says, "Hey, you got to go up to me and see this location. I'm not going to buy a franchise now because I don't want to be a franchisee of this one guy," he said, "I don't like." So he took me up to Ames, Iowa State University, and he introduced me to this guy named named Jerry, and it was right across from the old football stadium. And he got a highway that runs right by the front door almost, right next to the campus, which has the largest dorm in the United States.
Right.
And so he was talking to me, and he says, "Well, here's the deal. I can give you financing. I'm on the board of directors, everything. You don't have to guarantee the loan."
Wow.
And I'm just saying, I want to get to Kansas City, you know. But they started talking, and I said, and I was just making small talk on it. He says, "Well, what's the rent?" And they told me like $1,100. And coming from Omaha, which was a lot higher, and I said, $1,100? They said, "Yeah, but that includes the gas, water, and electrical."
Oh, wow.
And I'm saying,
you're like, "Oh, that's cheaper than I thought."
That.
Well,
I'll take it.
I don't want to be. I can't pass this up.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I went to Ames, Iowa first.
Oh, okay.
And
what'd you do there?
I'm going to open a pizza place.
Open a pizza place, okay.
So I got to come up a name for it.
Right.
So I had my guy with me, Archie, and he says, "Oh, by the way, we got to go over to Carroll, Iowa, because they're having an auction of the famous old ballroom."
That's where your grandma and grandpa are from.
Pardon?
Carroll, right?
Yeah.
That's where your grandma and grandpa.
Yeah. So we went down there. I bought the whole ballroom for $160.
What?
Oh my God!
And that included 160 booths.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Copper, it was just some ridiculous.
Yeah. Wow.
It was stupid. Yeah, nobody bid on it. So I said, "Now, how do I get this out of here?" And I had a brother-in-law that was living in town, and I said, "Well, let's go to a bar and have a drink. We got to figure out what we're going to do here. Get this stuff out of the ballroom."
Yeah.
So we're sitting there and we're having a beer, and I said, and so Archie said, "What are we going to call this place, your new pizza place?" And I said, "Well, it's got to have something with a neighborhood name to it."
Right.
Nixon was getting impeached and riots and everything else.
Yeah.
So I said, "Well, it's got to have we got to have something with a neighborhood name."
Right.
Everybody's anti-government and everything, especially young people. So I had two old guys sitting next to us, and they're sitting there talking, and they said, "Yeah, that Minsky's was a hell of a deal, a hell of a place." And so I was telling my friend Archie, it's got to be something like Minsky's. And he says, why don't you call it Minsky's? And I says, I don't know, what does Minsky's have to do with pizza? You know, it's not Italian or anything like that. He goes, oh, and then we're starting our second beer sip. And he says, well, let me tell you, what does McDonald's have to do with the hamburgers? Yeah. I said, that's a good point. He says, okay, let's call it Minsky's. So he sketched it out on a napkin, and it's M-I-N-S-K-I. And I said, I don't like things in N-I, we'll put a Y. And so that's how we came up with the name.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we're back in Ames, we're building the deal. And then I had the head of the art department at Iowa State came by. He was from New York. And he said, boy, that Minsky's, that's a great name. That's a New York name. And he said, you got a logo yet? And I said, no. And he says, I'll do the logo and the artwork for 5 large pizzas.
No way.
I said, okay.
Oh, man.
So he did our logo. And we're off. And so we had the first one up there.
The logo everybody sees today is the original.
No, it's been we opted from then.
Okay.
We've changed about 3 times.
What was the original logo? Could you describe it real quick?
Well, it's just Minsky's Pizza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Before we go any further, we should get the pizza going because we're in the Minsky's conversation. So,
What's your favorite?
Papa Minsky's is literally my favorite.
What type crust?
The original.
Original. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine, I have to, man. I can't say I got a particular one,
See if he might want a special one.
but I do love the prime cut.
Okay,
I
prime
do-
cut.
yeah.
What kind of crust in that?
I like the original, sometimes thin, depending on how I'm feeling.
Yeah, okay. Too large.
Two
All right.
large. One Papa Minsky's, one prime cut, please.
Oh yeah.
That's incredible, man. So you came up with Minsky's, the idea, the name, the logo, the pizza style in Iowa.
Right.
Wow, that's really incredible, man. And I know they're bringing in the pizzas here. We'll talk about them here.
Don't have the Papa though.
Yeah, we'll talk
Get the
about them here
Papa.
in a second.
Okay.
So you had an actual store in
Ames, right?
in Ames. That $160 building you bought, that was the original Minsky's?
I leased it.
You
yeah.
leased it, sorry.
Yeah.
You leased it?
Right.
Wow. That's incredible, man.
And we did real well from day one, but
Right.
it was a college town,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
still wanted to get to Kansas City.
Yeah.
So I came down here one weekend and saw this location for rent next door at 51st and Main, and I knew the area pretty well from the bars that used to be across the street, and
Sure.
the university and stuff like this, and I said, this is a no-brainer.
Right.
And so that's within 9 months I was down. I came down here. I got a couple guys to run the restaurant up in Ames, and then I ended up selling it to their father.
Wow.
And that's in the location that we're in, the original location.
Yes.
So that's 76 D
Well, it's about 70, 75. yeah.
75.
Right.
You came down here
Right.
in Kansas City area in
Right.
75. I was curious, what did this look like in 75? Do you remember?
It's next door.
Yeah.
I remember he had it was it's a weird little building.
Yeah.
They had Wilson Travel was on the riser, and on the left they had a gal, used to be a Playboy bunny, that sold candles.
Oh, okay.
And then they had a
Now,
card.
now we know why you chose
Yeah.
this location.
And they had a card shop, and they had in the back kitchen was a hair salon.
Okay.
And so, but the landlord wanted to get rid of them all and
Right.
and have a restaurant in there.
Oh, got you.
And then here next door was a barbecue place
In here.
in here, Jake's Barbecue. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Jake's Barbecue.
I've never heard of that either.
I've never
man.
heard of that.
Yeah, Jake, Little Jake's on the Southwest Boulevard.
Oh, I think Jake's, and then it turned into where Danny Edwards took over.
Danny's
Took over
he's the
that.
son.
Oh, is that what it is?
Jake, it was Jake's Barbecues, Jake Edwards.
Wow.
So Danny Edwards.
Danny Edwards took over.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a small...
That's right across. Right next door to Ponexer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right there next.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The little brick building.
Danny
there.
passed away, unfortunately. So they sold the business.
Wow, man.
So you're here. You come down here. You're on Main. You're south of the plaza. I mean,
right.
At the time, you clearly thought this is an ideal location for Minsky's for you, right?
Yes.
But this probably evolved into a prime location as time went on because the plaza just comes full bore. Here comes UMKC developing, right? And I mean, this whole place.
The residents. Well,
that, I mean, it was a prime from day one. I mean, even before we even opened, we knew we were going to be busy.
Right.
And, we'd have customers come in. I had a customer come in. He says, I better enjoy this while I can because I'm not going to be able to get in here in another month. They said, this food is fabulous.
Wow.
Now, at that time, what did your menu look like then?
Like I said, about the same thing. Probably, we developed a Papa for here.
So that's been there from the get-go.
That came right here. Kansas City is a Papa. Then we added a couple more ingredients. And then then Jake next door, he always told me, he says, you ought to have a barbecue pizza. and he says, I've got all this, extra chicken I can sell you. And I says, Jake, that's not going to work. But my employee said he'd bring it over. My employee says, this is pretty good. This barbecue. Yeah. So we came up with a barbecue chicken pizza too.
Oh,
yeah, and you have one to this day.
Yes,
occasionally.
We do. Right.
Do you have one on the menu now?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, we're actually, I say we're the originator of barbecue chicken pizza.
Yeah.
In the United States.
And I think that's staple. That's what our city needs is something like that, because like all the other regionals, which you do shout them out on your menu anyway. You got Detroit style pizza, you got Chicago style pizza, you know, you have all these other ones. Kansas City barbecue on top of a pizza. Man, come on, they don't get nobody. I don't know anybody else who does that.
I don't either, man. I was thinking like, you when you're here and did you like do because I've heard when businesses, restaurant businesses want to expand or start in an area, they'll test the market. So they'll do like tastings, like maybe a food truck or something will pop up and they'll serve the food and see how the community reacts to it. My guess is back then you probably just took a full-on gamble and like, nah, we're just going to come here.
Yeah, we're just going to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, I really believed in our product and I know our product. I mean, I tried out a couple pizza places down here. I knew by the quality that nobody's going to come close to us.
Yeah,
Our cheese, our meats, still come out of Iowa.
Right.
Our cheese wins the gold medal every year in competition. Our mozzarella.
Yeah. And
our sauce is the best. It's the best sauce in the world. I don't care. It's better than anything in Italy.
Go ahead, name them all.
Yeah, man.
It's
the guy I even know the old Christopher Colombo, the old Italian guy that grew the tomatoes in California. I knew him personally.
Yeah,
I met him. Yeah,
wow.
And it's the most superior product there is.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for them ingredients, like you said. When you get quality meats, quality cheeses, hell, even the sauce, right? The sauce, even the bread, the flour, what it takes to make that crust.
Right.
I mean, it all comes, at a price, but it's the quality.
Right.
Is what everybody wants and what's keep people coming back, including me.
You hit it on the head, Greg. I mean, you have great cheese, great sauce, great ingredients. The crust, the bread, phenomenal, right? In my mind, and I've traveled so many places and eaten pizza. You could tell by looking at me that
Come on,
it is a Kansas City pizza, if you will, right? That's how, when I think of Minsky's, I think like this is a Kansas City pizza, because it's kind of a, we are kind of like a melting pot of so many different cultures and things here.
Right.
And that's how I would describe it. But what about you? Like when you think about that, How is that what you envisioned for your pizza when you started, creating Minsky's?
Yeah, well, it's a Kansas. I say it's a Kansas City style pizza.
Right.
Because every region you go, there's very few people. We put most of our ingredients underneath with the cheese on top, so everything bakes in. And people come there and they say, "Oh, where's the pepperoni or stuff?" And it's underneath the cheese.
Right.
So it's a completely different taste.
Right. And it is. I mean, you can taste the ingredients all the way through the pizza. Whenever I eat Minsky's, I'm like, you taste the ingredients all the way through. Like that top level stuff.
Right.
It's up at the top, but you don't get it at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how I view it. Let's talk about how did you grow Minsky's? Like, what was the next step after Main Street? What was the next step?
Well, the next step was that I had a couple good people working with me, so we just said, hey, let's grow this thing. So we put our number 2 within 6 months in Overland Park.
Okay. We're at in Overland Park.
106 in Metcalf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no longer around.
Yeah, it's no longer there. So that's roughly where Buffalo Wild Wings and
Hooters.
Hooters. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right, we're in the same
that
same
little
center.
strip mall deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that backward L. Yes.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So were you where Hooters is today?
We're right next door.
So is that the Chartreuse Caboose?
No, that's up on the corner. So we're right in the back part of the L.
Got you.
I think it's like a travel agency or something now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So that's your second location.
Right.
And you said within 6 months you did that.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
And then probably 8 months later, we put our third one was in Independence on Nolan Road off of I-70.
Okay. And is that one still around?
No, that one got moved.
That one got moved? Okay. How many locations do you have now?
We've got 17.
Wow.
17
Yeah.
locations. JL.
You know what that is, D-Rod. You
Greg,
know what that
man,
is,
come
Greg.
on, man.
That's
Mike,
another
everybody. Kansas
salute.
City, man.
Kansas City,
You
man.
know what that
Salute,
is?
man.
That's a salute,
I mean,
man.
it's to me, it's just incredible because I'm going through your story backward a little bit, Greg.
Yeah.
Just a young man who didn't even want to, just like, I'm just gonna make a little extra money working in pizza. I hated it, and then here you are, man, just expanding your little franchise. You know what I mean? At the time, which is crazy. 17 stores today. You said a handful of those moved around and or closed. So were these franchises, like, how did you set that up, I guess?
Well, they were originally set up as a couple more franchises, and we've switched that since then. There's 3 of them. 14 are company stores, and we got 3. We call them licensees now. They pay me to use the name, and they go by my deals, but I don't charge a franchise fee.
Got you.
Yeah.
So they got to use your ingredients.
And everything. Spices, everything.
Right.
And then one of the families has 2 of them. Their father had worked for me for 8 years, so and he always went by the book. So
right.
Yeah.
So what does that look like? So let's say D-Rod and I, we put our piggy banks together, and we're like, let's call Greg. Let's see if he'll let us license a Minsky's. We found a place. What is that? Talk us through that. What is that? How does that go for you?
Well, actually, we don't sell anymore.
Oh, well, I know.
We'll do it out of the market, but if somebody wanted one, we'd have to spend time. It'd have to be. I want somebody that's in the business.
Right.
It's going to be there every day. I don't want them to be,
Yeah.
have it as just an investment only. Or
Right.
I like the food, and it's got to be
like
somebody
like you were when you were starting up.
Somebody's going to be there 24/7.
Right.
Yeah, and have a passion for it.
Yeah.
When this started here on Maine, were you here a lot every day?
A lot of hours. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a 7-day week.
It is.
I mean, it's pizza, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Everybody wants it.
I know.
All the sports, everything, man.
Right.
Yeah.
We used to have back then. Yeah, we just had a lot of
How
great people, great customers, everything. Yeah.
How was it? Okay, so your expansion, man. You're expanding out to these stores. People are buying into them. Like now, this day, keeping that consistency, with everybody. I mean, man, you got to have some type of schooling program. Like, look, this is the way we got to do it. This is the way how it is. I mean,
It's tough.
yeah.
It is. It's tough trying to get everybody to do the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's your brand.
Right.
Right.
It is.
It's
your
your
baby,
brand.
man.
It's your
It's your
baby,
baby.
and you gotta protect it. So, what's the hardest conversation you feel like if you can go back in time you had with a licensee or franchise owner? Do you remember that?
Well, I took one. Told me he had to take down my name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that who is that?
Well, that's a location on 39th.
39.
And a
Man,
bootleg.
we call that the bootleg Minsky's, Greg. We do, man. I mean, here's the thing. Just first of all, we want to hear this story,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
because
yeah.
we've had conversations with family, with friends, people, and they will always say, "Oh yeah, man, meet at Minsky's," or "I met people at Minsky's," and I went to Minsky's growing up, and blah blah blah. And you know, the question is like, well, which Minsky's? You know, which Minsky's did you go to? Oh, the one on 39th. And you know, and then I remember when it closed. I remember running into our old friend Bob D-Rod. And I'm like, what happened? What happened there? What happened to the place? And he's like, man, we got served a cease and desist, man. And I was like, okay, so we would love to hear your version. Like, tell us about that. You told
Well, it's not, I got along with the guy that had it, but then he had other things going on.
Yeah.
And
Well, they went through a few different people that ran that.
managed it.
He managed it, yeah.
And then the guy, he had a couple other deals going he got involved with, and a couple bars and stuff, and he was just having a hard time.
Did it start
controlling
off as a actual Minsky's, like
Yes,
a
it
legit
is.
one?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to be another type of pizza place. I can't remember what the name of it was, and then took it over, and he'd worked for me, so I'd let him start a Minsky's there, and after so many years, he just got overwhelmed.
Right. So you just called him up one day and said,
Yeah, we
man,
just
you gotta
talked.
go and cut that loose.
No, we
man.
just got to cut it. And
Yeah.
He had his hands full anyway.
Right. Well, man, shout out Bootleg Minsky's, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been
that's a funny
there. I
story.
was there back in the day. I went to it.
Yeah. Well, you grew up
I grew up right around the
Grew
corner
up right
from
by
there,
it.
so
Okay.
that's why I was
grew
like,
up right by
we'll
it.
go to Minsky's. Little did I know.
So you had made the comment, Greg, that you quit selling licenses now.
Right.
So you're just like, hey, 17.
Right. In Kansas City, there's not a room for any more locations for us. I think we're spread out throughout the city. We got everything covered.
Okay.
You know, it's there's just no room.
Right. It seems like, Greg, I mean, just, you know, we're born and raised Kansas Cityans, man. Eat Minsky's a long time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it seems like over the last 10, 15 years, you've really grown. You know, because I'm thinking about your stores. I mean, here comes Southwest Boulevard. Here comes
League Summit.
Summit, but
Liberty.
I'm thinking Prairie Village. Here comes Prairie Village, you know, down there, 70-something down there off of Mission Road.
Liberty.
But there's also the River Market.
Right.
So, like, all these Minsky started popping up. To me, this is how it felt. And I'm like, man, now I don't got to go that far to go to Minsky's. Like, they're almost everywhere now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, it's perfect.
Was that intentional? I mean, was there a time where you grew faster than some other time, or was it?
No, we just kind of went on, and hey, if a great location came up,
Right.
then we do it. And
Right.
to be quite honest, we haven't seen any new areas, any locations that we want to take. You know, we want to do something. We want to make money,
Right.
And we haven't run across anything.
Yeah. Was there any time throughout the 50 years? I mean, first of all, man, congratulations. 50 years in Kansas City, incredible feat. Was there any time throughout the 50 years where you kind of looked at this and thought, you know, I made my money. I'm good. I'm gonna sell out. I'm gonna sell them. Maybe you had people, investors, different people interested in buying you out and taking over.
Well, actually, I skipped over that. I actually did.
You did?
Yeah, in the early 80s, I sold it.
Okay.
And I sold it to some people that brought in Pizza Hut management. And
Did Joe come back?
yeah. But anyway, they offered good money, and I said, okay, I can spend some time in Colorado skiing. So, and I retained at the time 10% because they were talking about taking it public. They couldn't believe the volume we did, which is probably 4 or 5 times what a Pizza Hut did.
Right.
They were really impressed with that.
Right.
And so they bought it, and they almost ran it in the ground.
Oh wow! How many stores did you have at that time?
At the time we had 12.
Oh wow!
And then they were adding some franchisees that weren't any good, and I made a mistake when I sold it. I didn't take my name off the leases guarantee. So when after so long, they decided we're not going to make it. They had some backers, prominent people from Kansas City, and after a while they just said, we're out. We're not going to put any more money into it. So they called me up and they says, you can have it back.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Man.
And
same price. Here you go. Take it back.
Yeah, free.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
they really.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I
had guaranteed the leases, so I had no
Oh, yeah.
choice.
Your
But
name was still there.
yeah,
Wow.
That's incredible.
and it was tough.
I'll
I had a
bet.
tough 3 or 4 years.
I'll
No
bet.
days off.
Yeah.
Had to bring it
Well,
back.
you had to rebuild it. You had to rebuild what they jacked up.
What was the biggest problem you found? What were they doing wrong?
Well, a lot of things. They lost my management staff that I had, so they lost a lot of good people. They thought I was overpaying them, and that was the first day I came back. I had to sit down. My feet got weak after I meet a couple of people run these restaurants, and I said, "I'm really in for a long haul here."
Yeah.
And so I had to redo that. They hadn't put any money in the restaurants for 4 years, so I had to put money. I had to sell my house.
You basically had to
I start all over.
over again.
Yeah.
Wow. And then you just bring it right back to life. I mean,
It took a while. It took a while.
Took a while.
Yeah.
Took a while, but you brought it back.
Right.
That's incredible. And then you were like, "Yeah, I'm not selling this again."
Well, no, I'm not. Well, then my family, my nephews and stuff, told me that we prefer you don't do that again.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
said we feel you got a great name,
Yeah.
and we want to keep it in the family.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
So your pizzas, man, we got some here they brought out, man.
Yep.
I'm eyeballing them. All right, we got them all, man. I love them all. The jumbo combo, the Papa Minsky's, the prime cut, all those. The buffalo is incredible, man. You've added so much more also to. You got burgers, right? You got sandwiches, the wings, JL,
Man, the wings.
Man.
And they're full, like the whole wing,
Yeah,
which is
And
amazing.
that's what I love the most. Like whenever my wife's like, "Let's go," or the kids, "Let's go get some wings," I swear, right hand of God, everybody, I'm coming to Minsky's because of your wings, because you offer that full wing.
Right.
I don't like those little pigeon things, man.
There's no meat on them.
Yeah, there's nothing on them,
Yeah.
man. There's nothing on them. And you got a wide variety, even desserts. You got desserts on there now. A
lot of salads.
A lot of salads. So
Pastas.
my question is, okay, we got all your famous pizzas, man. Everything that you created here. What's the second? Is there a second? Like, what's number 2 or 3 or something like that? I mean, I know every store is probably different, but do you have a second number 2 dish that is most popular as well?
Beside the pizza, you hit on the wings.
Yeah.
We sell a lot of wings, and then the cheesesteak.
Oh, the Philly cheesesteak?
Philly cheesesteak, and then we had one was great, but then I hired a person named Kenny who's from Philadelphia. He's my director of operations now, and he says we got to have a better deal, so we get
a better sandwich.
We got to have a better deal, so the meat and the rolls, everything come out of Philly.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, and he changed it up a little bit. We that's our best selling sandwich.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The Philly. And I asked that for that reason because once I go to a place and if I know what I like and what I want, that's what I'm getting. But every once in a while, I like to be like, I'm going to live on the wall side and try something different.
Right.
You know,
right,
so
right,
I'm trying to let our audience and the people here in KC know, like, hey, if you want to try a little bit something different, this is the number 2, and this is the number 3, and this is try this one the next time you come in. You know, what's your favorite thing on the menu besides the Papa Minsky?
Beside the Papa Minsky, I'd probably say it'd be the Philly sandwich.
The Philly?
Yeah, or the wings. It's right there.
Greg,
yeah.
will you eat a Papa Minsky slice
Sure.
with us?
Sure.
Because, I mean, who else is going to eat pizza with Mr.
Man,
Minsky's? His favorite pizza, mind you. So tell us about Papa Minsky's, man. Why is Papa Minsky's your favorite pizza? Talk us about the creation of it.
Well, I always like Italian sausage. We make our own Italian sausage.
Okay.
And I like the pepperoni and the sauce. And another thing I always liked was I love roasted red peppers.
Yes.
And so we came up with this, and I love Romano.
Romano.
And so we have a lot of Romano on it. We have a lot of roasted red peppers.
Oh my God, that's phenomenal.
In fact, we had a guy from New York that sold roasted red peppers to a distributor in the Midwest market.
Yeah.
And he said, "What in the heck's going on in the Midwest in Kansas City?" He said, "They're selling more as Mancini roasted red peppers," and he said, "They're selling more peppers there than we sell most places in the East Coast." So it was because of this pizza. And,
so you alone brought the red pepper market up.
Yeah,
Kansas City.
I feel we brought red peppers to Kansas City.
That's incredible. Is there anything you don't like on your pizza?
I don't care for black olives.
No black olives?
No.
No, yours.
No, I like green olives.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have there's a Minsky's with a pizza with the black olives.
Yeah, we got the combos
That's the jumbo
and everything
combo,
else.
yeah. The jumbo combo.
combo and the combo. I just don't like black olives.
Yeah.
I love Kalamata olives. I love green olives.
Now, have you had what's the most exotic type of pizza you've had? Is there something like I've seen one, I can't remember where I was at. I think I was up north somewhere, and they had anchovies on it, like raw anchovies.
Well, we run specials. We got a pizza lobster. Then we'll run a special.
Is that right?
Crab meat with crab meat ragoon specials. Yeah.
Is
Those
that
are
like
exotic.
a Lent thing or something, or just any time?
Yeah, any time of year we always have something.
Wow. That Papa Minsky's is a home run, Greg.
Yeah.
Good job. Take
That's
a bite,
excellent.
please. Take a bite.
Okay, well.
Take a bite. I'm telling you, man, this is a must. We always order Papa Minsky's anytime we order pizza, man. It's a must. And then you got this soft bread, everything, the crust.
Right.
Oh,
You know
gosh.
what's a must for me, JL. Well, JL knows this. Greg, I'm gonna let you know too, and I'm sure you know this already because we're about to get on this other topic I want to bring up. Pizza and beer. It's a must, man. Pizza and beer, which I want to bring up your beer now. You came up with, so you have some monumental anniversaries.
Right.
And one of them was when you introduced the burlesque.
Beer, yes.
The burlesque beer, man. Man, that beer, I almost get that every single time when I come in. Give me a picture of that burlesque. Me and my wife get one pizza and picture of beer. Pizza and beer, man. We got to go with it. What made you decide to go ahead and get in that beer business as well?
Well, we just actually a guy came to us, a beer maker, and it was kind of his idea. Try it out, and then we come up with the burlesque name because the name Minsky's relates back to New York with the Minsky burlesque deal.
Right. The
It used to be an
dancers.
entertainment place in New York,
Right.
and that's why we named it the burlesque beer after that.
Got you. We talked to Boulevard Brewery last year, and here's a story I'll share with you, Greg. I had never had beer and pizza. I don't know why. I never,
insane.
and this is a long time ago. Okay, so I'm dating. It's like 20 years ago maybe, and I'm in my 20s. I always just drank beer, you know, hanging out. Never like was a beer with food guy.
Huh.
And went to go pick up a Minsky's 5-star cheese pizza. And one of my uncles brings a Mexican beer, Tecate, or no, it was a Boulevard beer. It was I think it was Tank 7.
Okay, good choice.
Yeah, and I hit on that every single time afterward. I'm like, oh well, I'm eating Minsky's pizza. I gotta have a beer now. You know, it's like, and when we were talking to them Boulevard, they were giving us the science of why pizza goes so well with beer, and it has a lot to do with fat and grease and sweetness and the wheats and all the science.
Attacking the taste buds.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. It's giving you everything all at one time.
Oh yeah.
This pizza though, with the bacon on it,
The prime cut.
prime cut.
That's our number one seller.
It has to be. I mean,
It is.
First of all, just looking at it, you're like, this is going to be good because it has bacon on it already. All right. Yeah. So give us the story on this, man. How did you come up with this idea of putting a slice of bacon on each slice of pizza, pretty much?
Well, we did a promo with the linebackers with the Chiefs.
Oh, really?
Probably 35 years ago. A guy named Hackman, and I mean, they're long gone.
Yeah.
And so we were coming up with a pizza for them for a fundraiser. And they said, well, we like a lot of meat. And so that's what we did. We did the pepperoni, the hamburger, the American sausage, Italian sausage. And we need a little bit of flavor. And we just says, well, let's throw some bacon on it. And the linebackers went crazy over it. I said, this is the best thing we've ever had in our life. Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. Most pizza places will put bacon on a pizza, but it's little bits like bacon bits.
It's bacon bits or it's pre-cooked.
Right.
We use fresh bacon.
Fresh bacon.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't pre-cook it.
Wow.
Amazing. Have you ever? I don't know, man. I'm sure people have asked you, like, frozen deals. I know you. So let me retract that. Let me erase that. Gourmet pizza is what you create.
Yes.
It's fresh ingredients. Everything's good like that. Incredible. But is there a market to do that frozen stuff here in KC that you can probably, because people.
I don't think there is.
Yeah, not for yours.
Not for us.
His face kind of cringed.
Yeah.
No,
I asked. Everybody got all that everywhere.
I know. Wow. Yeah. There's.
And I'm sure
more
somebody
at
at some time has asked you. I'm sure somebody has probably been like, "Do you want to do that?" But it's not for this.
No.
You can't. You can't duplicate this greatness into something frozen like that.
Yeah.
I don't think we've tried it, and it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. Well, we haven't sold, but
Right.
you got to kind of pre-bake the crust and stuff, and
Right.
You're gonna.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
It is.
And plus our crust, we make our crust 5-6 times a day.
Yeah.
Fresh. Yeah.
What about the beer? How about you bottle some of that beer? Oh man, I'll buy some.
I'll be honest with you, Greg. One of your pizzas I've never had, and I'm not proud to admit this, is the KC Joe's Minsky's combination.
Right.
I've never had that, and you know why?
It's coming back.
Well, I know it's
month.
because every time you guys do it, and then it's like, like here comes Lynn, and I'm like, I'm giving up this, I'm giving up that, and damn it, I can't have that pizza,
Right.
So I'm gonna have to grab something. Forgive me, God, in there, to make it happen. But talk us through that, man. Like, is that you reaching out to KC Joe's, or they reached out to you guys, or how that?
No, we decided we decided let's come up with something different. And then I've got one of the people I work for, and he knew some people, Joe's. That says, why don't we do a Joe's barbecue deal? And I said, great, I love their barbecue.
Right.
And so we did. And the first time we did it, we just got killed.
Really?
Oh, God, we had lines outside the door. And,
okay.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, people were just wanting to try.
Yeah, we're running out of barbecue.
Yeah.
It was great. That. So we do it every year, and we do. We also do a promo with them for their charity.
Oh, okay.
every year too. So
Is one of your pizzas, or maybe a handful of your pizza, is there a pizza that in your mind sticks out where, you know, you're creating your menu, you're creating these pizzas, right? And you're getting creative, right? The imagination, things like you talked about adding the slice of bacon and stuff. Is there one that has several iterations of, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. No,
all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, we're always experimenting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get kind of surprised sometimes. Oh, this will be good, and it doesn't work out.
We're sitting here, Greg, in Etc., which don't laugh at me, but I, for a while, thought the name of this restaurant was Eggtc.
We get that all the time.
I thought it was Eggtc for a while. D-Rod and I are huge brunch connoisseurs, man. Like, we love breakfast, we love brunch. Been here several times, man. Talk us through this. When did this start coming around for you?
Well, we had a Jake's Barbecue was here, and they finally vacated, decided to move their location, and they'd had a couple other barbecue operators in here, weren't doing well. And so I approached the landlord and I says, you know, we need to stop this. We need to take it over, do something with it, because they're just not taking care of things. And so I just had a deal, and I said, I think a high-end breakfast place would work. And I said, you know, a place with better quality breakfast, liquor, artwork,
Right.
and TVs.
Okay.
And nobody was doing it in town, so
Right.
I said, and I thought being right by the Visitation Church and the
Right,
schools
right.
and everything else, I felt we'd do very, very well here.
Right. Well, and I come by here, and you guys, there's a line out the door on this one too. I mean, it's always busy, man. Always busy. Are you a big breakfast guy? Are you big?
No, I'm not.
No?
No, I'm not. I like a little coffee and everything else,
right.
but I just felt there'd be a need for it.
Right.
And it was, and
Right.
and you know, we sell a lot of champagne too for
Some mimosas
and stuff. Yeah. We're probably one of the largest sellers of mimosa in the Midwest.
What coffee do you sell out of here? Your own brand, or?
No, we're using. They just switched to roastery. Is who we use now.
Okay. Well,
man.
it's great. Go ahead.
I tore up all three of those pizzas. Thank you, by the way. That hamburger, is there a cheeseburger pizza you brought out there?
Cheeseburger, yes.
Man, I've had that before. You put the pickle on it still too, right?
Right underneath.
Oh man.
Yep.
I got a great concept. Hear me out. All right. I know you don't do breakfast that much, but have you ever thought about a breakfast pizza?
We've got it.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, we've got them. We've got one with bacon on it. We got a combo type deal. Sausage, bacon one. We've got an egg Benedict breakfast pizza.
Is that right?
Yeah.
See, I was thinking along the line like, you know, no royalties here, man. We just call it ENTERRUPT KCs. we get some chorizo on it, right? Some Mexican sausage on it. Maybe some potatoes, some eggs, you know, something like that. You know, I was, something like that. A good chorizo. Since you're creative like that,
yes.
You know, started off with a small one. ENTERRUPT KC, man. Here we go, man. You know, special just to see what it does.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and then I was thinking about this too. I was on the
Just
way up
stick
here.
us on it like this.
Yeah, like this. You know, even like you remember the old pigs in the blanket, right?
Right.
You know, if like some type of pancake sausage in the crust
Okay.
type of deal, pour some syrup or some maple syrup or some honey on it.
Oh man.
Oh man, with some.
Yeah, there used to be a place down the River Market that was famous for that.
Really?
Breakfast way back. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pigs in the back.
The
Yeah.
only
Yeah,
place I
pigs in the
remember back in the day was Wade's. Wade's on where your Minsky's is
Right.
on the boulevard.
The boulevard.
Way back when I was a kid.
Right.
And I
I don't think they got
going
any
there.
more open.
No, not at all. Pigs in the blanket.
Did you buy that building?
Yes.
From like when Wade's transitioned out, you bought it?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because there was a restaurant there, a Hispanic one.
Right. Mm-hmm. She had it for a while. Then I bought it from the landlord, and after she closed, yeah.
Okay. All right. A couple other things we want to talk to you about. You've been so kind with your time, Greg. This thing right here, Minsky's vodka.
Right.
Tell us about this, man. I mean, you were just building dominoes over here, one thing after another. I mean, stacking them up.
Well, we're just trying it out to see if it's going to work.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, how'd you create it? Who'd you bring in? I mean, are you a vodka guy or?
no, I'm not. I've got one of my my food buyer worked with the person that made the vodka, and they're out in Lenexa.
So it's a local.
That's who
It's a
distiller.
local person.
Local
yeah.
company.
Right.
Got you.
Put that right here.
Union Horse.
Yeah, Union Horse.
Union Horse.
And we like we just like our name on things too.
Yeah.
On our
Yeah.
boxes, packaging.
It's an incredible name.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a New York name.
That's a New York name.
Remember?
There you go.
Burlesque,
Remember?
man. Burlesque, them showgirls, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting, right? Because the names of well-established businesses, you're almost like when you hear the name, you're like, yeah, I like that. Keep the name no matter what happens, right? That's the advice that the guy gave you, right? Like,
Right.
Minsky's perfect. Don't
Yeah.
change it, right? I mean, you've I don't know if you've ever seen the story of the founder, the McDonald's guy. You know,
I saw it years later.
yeah,
Yes. Right.
But the name was the most important thing to him. He's
Right.
like,
Two
McDonald's.
brothers,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he's like, don't change the name. You know, whatever you do, don't
Right.
change the name, right? Are you envisioning after vodka? Let's start doing Minsky cigars or
no, nothing like that.
no, okay, no, Minsky's brandy or something.
Nope.
No. Okay, so how long has this been going on, the vodka?
Probably 2 months.
2 months. Okay. And now, where can people get this?
Well, right now you just get it through us, and they're working with liquor stores.
Okay, so you're trying to
Right.
get into the market more.
Uh-huh.
Got you. Well, we're gonna have to try some before we leave here.
Yeah,
Give it a taste test.
We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a
Yeah.
shot.
And you got some wine as well.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Some
We've got a
Minsky's wine.
pizza red, then we got GJ Select. Which
Really?
After my
Now,
initials.
I have heard you're a wine guy.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let's talk through that real quick. So, what do you do? Red wine? Why? What do you do?
Well,
Everything?
we got our Italian restaurant too, Osterio Centro, where Wine Spectator Best Award.
Right here in the
of
corner.
Excellent, right?
Okay.
And we've got 12,000 bottles in inventory.
right.
Yeah, and we got a selection of about 1,000 different wines.
Wow.
And then for Minsky's, we've got a selection of usually 12 to 15 different wines. Good quality, nothing cheap.
Yeah. What when you look for pairings for your like wine, when you're bringing in a wine for your restaurants, what are you looking for?
Just good taste, good flavor.
Right.
We got reds with the pizza and pasta, then whites with light pastas and salads, that
Right.
type of thing.
Right.
Chardonnays and Sauvignon Blancs, that type of
Now,
thing.
my guess is your personal wine stash is probably pretty incredible. I would guess.
It's okay. I'm a Chardonnay drinker during the summer and
Yeah.
a red wine drinker during the winter.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying because I'm trying to think. We talked to Michael Garozzo,
Oh, yeah.
and he brought us his own restaurant wine, which he loves. He told us the story about that, but then he started talking about his own personal
Stash, right. His own
and
cellar he has.
it was like, oh man, he got a real wine collection. I mean, he's
Right.
talking about
Wow.
all these little cities he's gone to in Italy to get his
Right.
wine. Are you've got to be a well-traveled man,
Right.
especially if you're a wine drinker.
Yeah, I've done a lot of traveling. More I've been in Italy a lot. More in California though.
Yeah.
Northern and Southern
Wine country.
California, wine country there.
Yeah.
right.
Okay. So if you're telling Interrupt KC and the people listening, this is where you go if you really want to taste really good wine.
Come to my
where
place.
are we going? Where are we going?
Good. I go to Osterio Centro.
Osterio
right.
Centro.
Yeah. Great selection. We don't mark our wines up like a lot of people. We just do a large volume.
Yeah.
By being reasonable price.
Yeah. And you get it fresh from the viner
Vineyard.
Three
Vineyards,
distributors.
the distributors.
Right.
Wow. Okay. Have you always been a wine guy?
Yes.
You have.
Yeah, for a long time. Yeah.
Really?
Wine's
I'm not a
good.
big beer drinker,
Wine's
and I
good.
don't like whiskey. And
Yeah.
I didn't discover wine until I was 22 when I first had my first drink.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
Wine's
mean,
good,
listen, man. I mean, I'm still trying to become a wine guy, Greg. I'll be real honest, man. I drink wine like I'd probably drink this water I just drank here, and that's my problem. I don't enjoy it. You know, like wine is one of those like you know more about it than I do, but to me, it's like people just relax and
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Sit
exactly what it is.
sip it. You know,
And
enjoy
it's
it.
healthy.
And it's healthy.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
You know, you said it a little bit earlier, but I'm going to ask you this question. I think it might be the same answer, but I thought about this as well. Do you have, since you've been in business for so long, doing incredible things, Italian restaurant, now you're getting this vodka, you got this wine going on. Do you have a business motto that you've always went by?
No, I never thought about that.
Maybe a personal motto. Maybe like, well, you said like no fear. That's what
Yeah.
you said earlier.
Yeah, just no fear.
No fear.
You know, it's a simple business that they make hard. Just work hard.
Work hard.
Yeah, take care of your people. Yeah,
Your people, man, you have hundreds, if not thousands.
yeah.
That you know what, JL, man. There's this thing that I like to do, Greg. People call it giving you your flowers.
Oh yeah.
Here at Interrupt KC, we like to call it giving you the salute, right? So there's some things I'm going to write down for people that know and for people that don't know about some of your accomplishments and some of your things that you've done here. Okay? Here we go, JL. You ready?
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Best pizza in Kansas City repeatedly. We all know that, right? We all know that. Zaggett's Ultimate 23 Pizza in America.
Wow.
In America, JL. Number one most searched restaurant in Google KC Zeitgeist list. Zeitgeist list. All right. Number one most searched, man.
Wow.
Travel and Leisure, Kansas City's top 10 pizza. All right. Top 10 pizza cities in the U.S., voted the traditional favorite. Okay. Zagat, number one best pizza in Missouri. The 50 states, 50 pizzas feature.
Yeah.
Okay. Best pizza for publications 2017. You got Johnson County Lifestyle Magazine, 435 Magazine, The Pitch Magazine, Ingram's Magazine, which you got a Gold Award all in 1 year.
Wow.
Okay. The Feast, you also got Most Creative People's Choice. All right. We're going to come up with that chorizo pizza, man.
There you go.
All right. The KC Magazine, Best of Kansas City, Best Pizza. All right. In 2019, you were the Greater Kansas City Restaurant Association president, awarded Restaurateur of the Year. Right. Then you got the mayoral proclamation recognizing your achievements, including employing thousands of Kansas Cityans. Great.
Wow.
All right. You regularly support charities, man, like the KC Pet Project, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, plus many, many more. You know, we like to give these salutes, man, for things like that you do, man. Things that people don't know, well, now they do.
Yep.
So here's to you, Mr.
Salute,
Gregg
man.
Johnson.
Congratulations on 50 years, Greg.
50 years.
Seriously,
50
congratulations, man.
What's a big shindig you're going to do for your 50 years? You got something in the works?
No.
Nothing?
No. Well, we're doing a lot of stuff. We're doing a lot of stuff with charities.
Yeah.
Probably 50 different charities.
Right.
They're going to be taking pizza out, firemen, the police.
Right.
That thing, Operation Breakthrough, Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a ton of stuff. We're going to celebrate by trying to celebrate with everybody.
That's right.
In Kansas City, not have a big party where
Right. Well,
not a lot of people are going to be able to come.
You said it earlier, man. You got to take care of your people.
Right. You
And
do.
I mean, there's a reason why your business has grown and does so well, man. That whole part of giving back comes back. You know,
Yes.
and I think that's a prime example of what you're doing, man.
I got to ask you this, man. You know, all those awards, all those recognitions, Gregg, just hearing your story, man, just, you know, a young man, you went to the military, you wanted to I just want to go back to California, you know, and, you know, 17 stores now, vodka, wine. I mean, we talked about the wings, your favorite pizza. I mean, just the boxes in front of you. Order online, Minskys.com, Kansas City's best pizza, right there in front of you, Gregg. What when you hear all that and you think through it, man, like what does that, how does that impact you just as a human being? I mean, just, we know you're Gregg Johnson, the Minsky's guy, but as a human being, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I don't think about it.
Yeah,
To be quite honest.
Yeah. You just keep going.
Every day's another day.
Every day's another day. Yeah.
Yeah, always trying to think what else we can do.
Yeah. Well, that
What we can do
chorizo,
for our employees.
that
too, yeah.
chorizo pizza might be a hit, man. It might
There
be
you go.
might be the next one, Gregg.
I'm talking to my guy tomorrow.
Hey, put it together, man. Put it together. I'll buy it.
Have you seen a couple fun things before we let you go? We know we're long on time here. A couple fun things. Have you seen the pizza review when they came into Kansas City? That guy Dave Portney. Did you see him come to Minsky's and try?
I didn't see him. I heard about it though.
Yeah.
But
Did you hear what he had to say?
basically, we're busy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a good. I don't know. Did you say something about it's a good sports bar or something?
Well,
I forgot.
he does this thing where it's,
He didn't say anything bad about us, which
I
usually-
don't remember him saying anything bad specifically.
Yeah.
What I do know is that he's an East Coast guy.
right.
And so he's accustomed to this East Coast style of pizza, if you will, right? He's a proud Boston guy. And I was just curious if you saw that, if you're, like, man, this is Kansas City pizza, man. Don't come here and judge us against, some other side of the America. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just was curious if you saw that.
Well, I was just he didn't insult us
Right.
or say anything bad, so
Yeah.
to us it was a win.
Absolutely.
But he doesn't care for chains, and we're considered a chain in his eyes.
gotcha.
He just likes a mom and pop, one operation person. Yeah.
What I would say is, Dave, come back here in March when they do the 50th celebration and sit down with Gregg and eat some pizza next to him, and you'll love it, just like we did, right?
Yes.
Just like we did, man. What is the most challenging thing? I mean, obviously, starting a business, running a business is hard, but let's talk specifically to pizza. What is the most challenging thing when creating a pizza business? If somebody's listening to this and they're the next young Gregg out there and they're like, I want to start my own pizza thing. What's the advice you're giving them?
Well, they got to know what they're getting into, and it's got to be total commitment. It isn't. I think I got a good recipe or something. They've got to understand the hours it's going to take and how difficult it is. It's dealing with people,
Right.
employees and stuff.
Right.
When I first got started, it was easy. It's a lot tougher
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're Gregg, man. You're real modest about everything that you've done here, man, and that says a lot. That's a great thing. It speaks a lot about your character,
Yep.
But I still got to ask you, man. Is there a single proudest moment that you can think of from when you started up until now that you're like, man, where you did give yourself a little pat on the back?
I can't think of it right off. I mean, I just look at my people, that I have.
Yeah.
I run across guys who used to work for me, and what they're doing. There's just too many of them that are lawyers, doctors, nuclear physicists.
Wow.
People, like that. I mean, I don't know. I probably employed at one time 50 people that are now doctors. You know,
Really?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Wow.
yeah. They
Well,
got their start working
being
in
around
school.
the school here, probably, you know.
Yes.
Right. So
And
just seeing
it's fun.
somebody.
It's fun talking about them, their family. They bring their families in, and it's my first boss, and that I get a kick out of
Just
that.
seeing how they accomplish.
Yeah,
their life.
just where they've gone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
some
that's it
people
right
sought
there,
a software company, you know.
You see yourself, Greg. I mean, it sounds like it to me. You see yourself doing this till you're completely done, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't want to sit around and do nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I enjoy getting up, or I go to work early in the morning. I enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome, man. Keep it up, man. That's amazing. I mean, just the fact that I can't wait till you celebrate your 60th year in Kansas City.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I'll still be around.
Here we go, man. Last thing, Greg.
Yeah.
Kansas City's listening, man. You know, you've had not just a lot of employees, you've had a lot of people come in and out of your businesses, all 17 of them now. What would you like to express to people listening about from you? You know, looking over 50 years.
Jeez. I don't know. You know, just well, if they come in and see me, have them introduce themselves to me. I love talking to people.
Yeah.
And about their experience at Minsky's.
That's right. That's right, man. Come see our guy Gregg Johnson, everybody. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Minsky's. Thank you for creating this awesome business. Thank you for creating Godfathers too, by the way, because that was really tasty too.
It's not the same anymore.
I know. It's not, don't go there anymore. Come here to Minsky's. What's the address here, Greg?
5105 Main Street.
5105 Main Street, man. Come see our guy Greg
original
right here,
one.
man. The original Minsky's.
Original.
With that, everybody, Interrupt KC, JL.
D-Rod, man.
We are out of here, man. Come check out our folks right here at Minsky's. Peace.
Deuces.